Well, good Monday morning, everyone. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I need a sight and sound check, please. Right on. This is Monday, the 30th of July. Man, I can't believe where the month has gone. Just flying by here. All right, let's get started then. This is a daily preview, and trading involves the risk of loss of capital, and that's who I am. And let's look at the economic calendar. Pending home sales at 10, Dallas Fed survey at 10:30. I'm not going to dwell over the rest of the things for the rest of the week, except I'm going to point out we have an FOMC meeting announcement at 2 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon, so we need to be aware of that. KBR reported on Friday after the close, and here are the stocks that reported before the bell. And we've already had Richard tell us about CAT, under trois CAT, beating expectations. Crude up strong. Okay. And let's go look at the markets. Okay, here we go. The US dollar still in that trading range from 94 to 95.5. Crude oil, as Richard said, it's up nicely, about $1 and change. I'm really not going to get a lot excited until it gets up to the 70, 74 to maybe 71.20. Those are two volume at price levels. We're probably heading to the bottom one here, somewhere around that $70 and a half or so, maybe up to 71. And let's see what happens. Gold down $1.30 to $12.31. Gold, if it rolls over here, it will be a fairly decent short. US 10-year is creeping up there to now 2.927. It's 2.984 according to this. Over here, probably just have it. There it is. Okay. 29.84. I just read the wrong one. All right, let's go on over to the equity markets. The S&P is basically flat, as flat as you can get, 0.50. We did a little bit of rebound off the bottom this morning, and need to hold probably the 2,800 down to maybe this 2,780, and we'll be maintaining our upward trajectory. NASDAQ, there we go. Also bounced a little bit this morning. It needs to maintain that 72.25 level or higher. If we get that low, that rising 50, we may just kind of bounce around and let it catch up. Russell looks a little weak here. We lost the volume level here of 1677. And we're kind of in no man's land, so if it bottoms, it'll just be out on sheer air. The next volume point was right here around 1652, and then all the way down to 1630. So let's see how that one goes. Dow's hanging in there a little bit better than most. We're up 36. We're not really pulling back, so the weakest has now become the strong. Transports had a evening star pattern here. We have to be careful. Make sure that puppy opens up. And the VIX elevated to 1340-ish, something like that. So we're a little elevated. Let's go back here. I'm going to go ahead and post up. There's the links to the trade ideas for today. And let me also post out. There's the earnings for the entire week. So you got them both. All right. Avery, on earnings, didn't about 3 days sideways. Let's see that this puppy gets back over. Whoops. I'm probably going to want it to get over 115 area or so, somewhere around there. And Bob is not really giving me much help, and we're pulling back on the volume, so that's, to be expected. Depot Med, it's just really holding into that consolidation area. BOP is still pretty good. We'll have to see if it can break out. KAR, K-A-R, move over 59, looking for a move to 61.50 or so. Decent BOP. Medco, MTCO, also consolidation. Decent enough balance of power. Volume's a little on the low side as it kind of just moseys along. National Oil Well Varco, NOV, up huge on earnings on Friday. Looking for a potential 45-degree runner. And we basically could go into the 50s without much difficulty. Oracle, still playing around with this upper boundary and getting into this gap up to 53. May have to wait on earnings for that. Don't know. PRGO, Perigo, looking for a move over 78.50 to possibly low 80s to mid 80s on that one. Qualcomm, looking for a continuation move up to $67 from earnings on Thursday, and they backed out of a deal to purchase another company. UPS, nice little flag pattern going on there. And in here, because if you look right here, we've got, let me see that right there. See, we're at the top of the gap here, so that 120.65-ish, that was pretty important. We'll get into a gap that runs to about 127.5. So I'm looking for that run up there on UPS. VLO, Valero, also reported on Thursday. Doji on Friday, looking for a continuation move up to about the 124.5 level. Xilinx gapped up Thursday. Friday kind of held its own with the markets being weak. I'd like to see it get up to the $78 level. I think it might do that. All right, you guys have any stocks you want to look at? We've got time for a couple of them. And let me know whether you're long or short, or looking long or looking short. Good morning, Art. CTRE long. I'll assume that the GM is good morning and not Government Motors. You're looking long. What does that last candle tell you, Art? Does that look like a bullish candle, bullish pattern? Right. All right, the first thing I'm going to do, since it's obvious here that we're doing a rollover on the EMAs, we can see that when we go out here. Let me get to the drawing tool. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Let's go and look at a 3-day chart. You can also see the pullback, and the weekly, you can also see the pullback. Now, let's go to a 3-day. If we stop somewhere around this 16.25 to 16.50, And then we start to curl back up. Say that we get some sort of candles that look more bullish. I can probably think about that, but right now that is definitely not anything that I'd be trying to go after. The level that it's attacking right now is about 1630. It hit that on Friday, and we could, the last volume level, well, no, last volumes were up here. Yeah, this doesn't look like a long right now to me. You're going to need, it's going to have to repair itself a little bit. That, if it was going to go higher, it would not have done this on Friday. Maybe it's just chasing interest rates, chasing the markets. IYR. And IYR real estate didn't have a great Friday, but it had a run up, so maybe CTRE was just following the overall plan. So let's keep an eye on that too. All right, Dick wants to look at Hershey's. All right, Hershey gapped up. I assume that was on earnings, and looks like it got up to this 101 level and then pulled back. Let's look at a 60-minute chart. Yep. There's the gap up. There's the pullback. Probably needs to hold 96 or so. How come? That's Friday the 27th. And this one shows the Thursday. Looks like maybe a candle's missing. There's something wrong. Oh, wait a minute. I'm on a 3-day? Yeah, there we go. Duh. Yeah, I noticed there was something. Got up to this 101 level and pulled back. You're gonna need a positive trade here. You're already long. Don't give it, trade your plan, but I wouldn't give it a whole lot below 95.5. If it's going to go higher, it probably shouldn't pull below that. It was probably pulling back with the market on Friday, but you'll never know. David H., you're going to be the last one here, no more. INT. You didn't tell me whether you're long or short or looking. I'll assume that you're not long, or you'd be jumping up and down and buying beer for everyone. The first target it hit, 27.83. The easy money has been made on that one. That was on earnings. Looking for maybe a 45-degree runner. But I would want it to break out above 27.5. Somewhere in this, well, maybe even 28. But definitely over 27.5. And watch and see to make sure that at some point it gets over this $28 level. Yeah, more than likely, or unless it just starts to run like a scalded dog, which it could do. All right, I'm going to call it quits for the morning, and let's see, let's go back here. 30-day trail offer for the video recording and futures open house through the 31st of August. And I want to show you guys one thing. I'm going to brag on us and what we've done in the futures trading room. In 1/4 of a year, 13 weeks, we've made $7,330 on an $8,000 account. That's just short of 92%, which I think just about everybody will take. Notice here we do have lost days and lost weeks. If anybody ever tries to tell you that they have a 90 or better % win rate and they don't have losses, grab your wallet, run the other way as fast as you can. All right, you have a great day. Take care.